So guys, today I decided to talk about something that I have been itching to talk about in one of my episodes. So today I'll be talking about my mind, my peace. The topic alone already makes you understand what I want to talk about. But I will not be giving you the bulk at the beginning of this introduction. So you have to stay with me and stay throughout the episode. And I promise you to be one that you will not regret. I'll be sharing my experience for like my past week experience about my mental health with you guys, and also be giving you helplines, people you can reach out to if you need to speak to anybody as regards your mental health and so on. So if you're a new subscriber, you're welcome to the family. This is Convo Park. My name is Judith, and if you're an existing subscriber, thank you for believing in me, because you are the reason why I'm motivated to shoot more videos all the time, and it's so sweet. So before I dive into the topic of today, I'd like to say thank you to the 3K place for forgetting these beautiful earrings in my place. Please, next time when you are visiting, try to forget something else. Maybe this time a necklace that is worth like millions of dollars, a good handbag, good wristwatch. So to the 3K place, thank you for the beautiful earrings. Thank you for forgetting them in my room. I am so glad to be having and rocking them in this video. And I'll be talking about mental health, and it's really cool to wear something this nice, at least to make myself feel happy. At least I am inheriting someone else's property in a very cool way. So, and I'm also going to be flaunting my nice cornrows today. I don't know why I'm even calling it cornrows, all back today. So it's really a sweet thing. So 3K place, thank you for making me look beautiful with the forgotten earrings as I'm rocking my cornrows. So now let's talk about mental health. A lot of Nigerians, or a lot of people in general, do not want to admit that they're having something from one mental health problem or the other. People feel, oh, if you're having any mental health, meaning you are mad. Like the popular place in Nigeria, in Yaba, they say you're supposed to be in Yaba left because you're having mental problems. But no, you do not have to go mad or walk on the street for you to know you have mental problems. So the good thing about this episode is that I'll be letting you know some 5 signs to watch out for to know that you're actually suffering from a particular mental health problem. So let us go. Now there's something called denialism. It is, when I was trying to prepare for this episode, I tried to read up a lot, and then I discovered something called denialism. Denialism means you are trying to, according to what I read, it said in the psychology of human behavior, so denialism is a person's choice to deny reality as a way to avoid a psychological uncomfortable truth, which a lot of people are actually living in. A lot of people know that they're having mental health problems, but they would not want to tell. And I'm particular about gender, like the male gender. The female gender are always open to, you know, have conversations with both mixed gender, but male gender have this ego, and they're like, oh, if I tell this person I'm actually going through this thing, will the person not actually see me as less of a man? And that right up has to be corrected. So, and there are 3 stages of denialism. There is simple denial, there is minimalization, and there is projection. These are it goes. Simple denial is someone, you are denying something unpleasant that is happening. For instance, you lost someone recently, or somebody just died, but you are denying the fact that the person is dead. You're like, no, the person is not dead. You fail to accept that death is actually something that will actually happen to that particular person. So that's simple denial. You know it is happening, but you do not want to accept. Minimalization is, it is like the person admits like an unpleasant situation has happened, but does not see the seriousness in it. That's what a lot of people are actually going through right now. A lot of people know that, oh, things are not going well in the family. I know, but you don't take it serious. I beg, everything will be fine. You don't want to take it serious that, okay, this thing might actually lead to something worse. Then projection occurs that you know it is happening. You know you are taking it serious, right? But you want to blame someone else. This particular part of denialism is very fun because a lot of people do this. You know that thing is unpleasant. You know how serious it is, but you don't know how to accept the responsibility, then you shift the blame. It happens in the workplace, it happens in our home. So these things actually have at their background, they have mental health causes, because there is no way that you lost someone now but you are living in denial that the person is not gone, the person is alive, the person is going to wake up. Like denialism works like that. So let's shift from denialism now to mental health, and I'm going to be connecting the dots. Now, according to WHO, it says about 700,000 people in a year take their lives. Mental health progresses like that. It progresses from denialism, that this thing is happening, or you see the seriousness but you don't know how to go about it, you're just stuck in one place. Then when you graduate from that aspect, instead of seeking help or looking for someone to talk to, you just want to just remain in that position and just suck over it. And some people do not know how to handle it and they take their lives. There are 5 warning signs when it comes to mental health or mental illness to know that you are actually going through mental stress. 5 signs are, for instance, extreme changes in moods. If your mood swings are extraordinary, on a norm, people are supposed to have mood swings are pregnant women, girls during their cycle. But if you know your mood swings are extra, any little thing you snap, you might be suffering from a mental illness. Then social withdrawal. You begin to you no longer enjoy going out with friends, seeing people. You should check it. A mental illness is coming up. Then excessive paranoia. You worry a lot. You are always anxious. That is another sign of mental illness. Long-lasting sadness or irritability. You just want to remain in that sad mood. You don't want to get out of that sad mood. That is another sign of mental illness. Then another one is dramatic changes in eating or sleeping pattern. You just realize that you do not eat the way you like to eat, or you eat excessively, or you do not sleep well, or you sleep in excess. So mental illness happens when it happens in the high and the lows. When you're extremely doing something and when you are withdrawing from something totally, you should begin to understand that you might be having a mental illness. Now, I'll be speaking from my own experience. Recently, I was in a very, very dark place. I just sat down in a very dark room and I was really worried because I was really anxious about a lot of things that I felt should have been happening by this time but were not happening. Then when I succeeded in getting off that mood entirely, I asked myself what ushered me into that mental health problem at that time. I discovered that I was trying to move faster than where I am, and I was not even doing things that would actually push me forward, but I was doing things that just keep me at a particular position. So when you withdraw from a particular mental stress or mental pattern, ask yourself what took you to that position and then how you got out from it. Try to speak to yourself or speak to someone. I was very, very lucky to have friends who understood what I was going through, and I spoke to them about it. So now I'll be giving you helplines where you can actually get mental health assistance. She Writes Woman. She Writes Woman is actually on Instagram as She Writes Woman. They help with mental health issues. They have counselors and psychiatrists available, and they also have a helpline that I'll be leaving on the screen for you to call them or reach out to them. She Writes Woman. Then there is NIM Foundation. NIM Foundation also assists in also mental health. Then Olive Prime works more for addiction, but they also have mental health assistance. Then we have empathyspace.ng. These are just few of other organizations in Nigeria that I researched and I discovered. So these are few organizations that you can reach out to them, send them a DM on Instagram, or even call them. If you don't know, if you are not on Instagram, you can call them and reach out to them to be assisted. Finally, I will say you do not have to take your life for a situation to be solved. No matter how much you take, I know when you die, your chapter closes, but your problems might still remain. Your family would have to pay for it. It is always not so really comforting to take your life. And when you are getting to that space that you want to take your life, call somebody. Call the helpline on the screen, or call a friend that you know that will not judge you for whatever you want to tell them. So today I will tell you, anytime your friend calls, or anytime someone in your neighborhood calls you and wants to talk to you about something, kindly listen to them. You might have something or a word that they need to hear for them to withdraw from making that drastic decision. So mental illness is real. Your mental health needs to be taken care of. My mind, my peace. It's really important that your mind is at peace, because health is wealth. But most times the wealth we make is actually coming from the good place of our mental health. So once you are mentally healthy, that's when you can make decisions on how to make money, how to do whatever you want to do, how to feed, how to do things legally. So guys, I hope you've learned something from this episode, from today's conversation. So what I'll be leaving with you guys is, what extent can you go to keep your mental peace? That is the conversation for today. What extent can you go to keep your mental peace? You can actually answer that in the comment section, and I'll really love to read and review it during my live stream. Stay tuned for more beautiful episodes coming from Convo Park. I enjoy doing this because I just enjoy doing it. I love you guys. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and have a lovely week ahead. Bye.